Hello, welcome to Ellie V Toys. We are heading back into Andrea's house to continue renovating. We are making this bigger and better and packed with more stuff than it came with originally. So far, I meddled with the second floor. I made it completely different. I left the first floor pretty much the same, except I did extend the grapevine a bit and made it go out a bit to make it more balanced. But on the second floor, gave Liz, the science genius, her own room. And on the next level, Andrea's going to get her own room. And the parents are going to get their roam room. They're going to get a room. Right. And I have to follow the architecture. I want to make it look as though this whole house is cohesive and meant to be like that, not just like I've cobbled some random stuff on the top. So that's my challenge for this particular renovation. So following roof lines, making sure all the windows match, and putting the balcony back on, which I stole from the second story. So, right, here we go. This is the purple base plate, which there are two of these side by side to make up the whole floor. But if you remember from the second floor, which is initially where this came from, is this going on? Yeah, okay. We actually have some empty space here, some dead space. We're not going to leave that dead. We're going to make it good. We're going to fill it up, but I'm going to put these extra plates at the front so that they're going to be held on really securely with all the windows, because there's a lot of really, really good brickwork going on up there, and not so much on the back here facing us. So we're just putting back in a whole heap of stuff, which is exactly as Andrea's house was originally for the second story in the instructions, even though this is the third story, so we're following the same architecture, the same design, but it is going to have to change a little bit. And we can just put these windows and their roof line back on Hollis as they were. But in this rounded window seat area, which in the lounge is a window seat, up here, this is actually, forgot to mention, this is going to be Andrea's room, and I want a little spinning platform stagey kind of thing in here. Actually, it's not going to be a stage. It can be her recording room. It's just going to be perfect because it's so tiny. And if we put the spinny bit in, so if we're going to have a spinny bit, we want to smooth up the front here so it doesn't catch and just so it looks so neat. Put that in here. Look, it's going to make it. I'm kind of a bit excited there. It's going to make it easy to get her in there. So if she's going to be recording in here, we're going to put her mic setup in, right in there. Yeah, nice. Right. If we put this on, this is my excitement here, is that we put this on, and it's really going to be hard to get our hands in here all the way into the windows, but let's grab Andrea. We can turn it around, and then once she's in place, we can turn her around to where she needs to be. It's amazing. I just love a spinny bit. Makes things really, really accessible. Okay, the rest of the front here is going together the same as on the second level, and we're going to have the turquoise columns going up all the way from the bottom up to here, but the turquoise columns here are going to, are stopping with the arch, because this is the top. We've reached the very top of the turquoise columns, unless I build another one on top of this, which is not my intention, but you never say never. And on the inside, we've got the windows just like we've got matching on the next level down, and that looks great. Let's just check to make sure it actually fits and everything is positioned where it's just even going to go on. What's wrong? Oh, I need to sit it out a bit. Okay, good. Yeah, look at that, see? And those turquoise columns go all the way to the top where they arch over, and this goes all the way to the end, so we've got a little bit more living space. Awesome. So this is going to be Andrea's room. This one's going to be the parents' room with a balcony on the side, so they're going to be reasonably evenly spaced. Right. Now that we know that everything lines up, yay, now we can start working on the interior and everything that is going to make this so recognizably Andrea's room. So she needs a bed, and bunk beds sharing with Liz. Nuh-uh, goodbye original design. We've already taken the top bedspread to put on Liz's bed. The bottom one is going to be the basis for Andrea's bed. And I'm going to be using a lot of animal print in the whole build because we got a lot of them because they're pretty much Andrea's thing. This pillow actually came out of Emma's dress shop, I think, off the chair there. It's such a cute print. We're going to use that as the pillow, and we're going to make Andrea's bed quite big. We're going to use a big blue random looking brick in the middle just to support everything, but don't worry, that big blue random brick's going to be completely covered up. It's not going to be a weird looking blue in the middle. So there's our pillow. This turquoise piece is going at the end, these rounded ones on the side, so that's for the actual bedspread and the main part of the bed. And the orange is the bottom sheet. It goes all the way to the top. Colours all tie in really nicely. So this is going to go directly in front of the windows. Nice. That's a lot of mismatching leopard print, but we're going to go a bit crazy with animal prints. Now, we've got these tassels to make a fancy bedside light. Yeah, some reading lights. So the lights on the top, and they're going to hang out from the sides of the bed off the top of the windows. So we got one here, and we'll make another one absolutely identical for the other side. And I suspect Andrea's room is going to get a bit cluttered and full of just stuff. But I think that's perfectly right for a teenage girl, don't you? And this arch over the top, I want fairy lights. And these new star pieces that came with the dots series just recently. They're perfect. Chef's kiss. They are perfect for this purpose. Now, I want to put them in an arch, and to do that, and I want to kind of line them up so that they're all facing little points up. I want to turn them into an arch using these plates, these rounded plates with the holes in the studs, such versatile pieces. So if we put 6 of them onto these 3, then to bend them, to make these seemingly straight pieces bendy, we add 2 more underneath. And then you can angle them how you want them and make a pretty little bendy arch. So this is going to be her starlights over the bed, fairy lights, but she's a star, right? So starlights, they are literally stars. That looks really, really pretty. Okay, right, now, you remember the sticker that the girls had in their room, their shared room initially, with all of the stuff on the shelves, Livy's poster, everything here, like a treble clef trophy. This all just belongs to Andrea. Totally. So this is going to go in her room. It's going to be perfect. Cluttered room, cluttery max. And a lot of that clutter is going to be achieved by this sticker. So I need to build this wall out a bit here. Do I? Yeah, and I need to make sure that this wall is actually this is going to be doubling as a shared wall between Andrea's bedroom and the parents' bedroom. So I also need to make sure that I can put stuff on the parents' wall that I intend to. So bear with me while we go through the thought processes of my muddled mind, trying to make sure everything's where it should be. So I dither back and forth, and yeah, no, I think that's right. And if these, no, that's wrong. That's not going to line up with the bottom one. Yeah, okay. And then I need to fill that space with a single brick. Good. Okay. Over here, we're going to be putting more stuff. So much stuff on this wall. Like it's a girl's room. It's going to be just covered in posters. We're going to clutter this. It's going to be clutter central. So we need some inward facing studs for those posters. And on this panel, perfect. This, I am so sure that this is one of Andrea's actual designs in poster form. And that came out of the accessories store from a few years ago. It's beautiful. It's got a matching one, which we're actually going to try and fit into this build. Okay. Making sure this wall is all connected together. Now we can put stuff on the walls, including this record, which came initially in the set and from the bedroom. So it's perfect to come back in here. It's signed by Livy. Lovely. Down here, we get some posters. Some fantastic posters which have no meaning to me, but I'm sure they have lots of meaning to Andrea. And this one with the singing mouse on it was just too cute to leave out, so it's got to be here. Absolutely. So adorable. Maybe I can move it up a bit. I don't know where I like this more, but I do want them to be angled like they're just falling off the wall, because some of the sticky tack has lost a stick due to the heat or just due to age, because that's what actually validly happens. It's realistic. It's called real life. I like it like that, I think. I could keep fiddling with these for days. I'm just going to leave them as they are for now. And a gold handbag down here, neatly placed against the wall. You know, it could be strewn with stuff all across the floor. So this is actually very neat and tidy. I love it. I love it. I love it. Now, in here next to the bed, no bedside table for Andrea because she needs room for her guitar. So, you know, you have to make priorities, and the guitar is a priority. And this one has also got animal print on it, which almost matches that pillow. So it's the one that she's currently favoring. Going to make a guitar stand. And all I need now is a hook at the top so that this can, I think that's going to be tall enough. Let me just check. Yeah, nice. Very nice. Now, this can now go next to the bed, and nobody needs a side table. She's got a big bed. She can just use the rest of the bed as the side table. That's what teenagers also do. Now, this magenta plate should hold everything in. Is that extending? Yeah, it has to extend there because the roofline goes out that far. Underneath it, we've got room to put some lights so we can light up her recording area because light is very, very important. Everyone needs light. It's actually very depressing without light. So we can put 3 of these, I reckon, to center it nicely. And then here's a perfect spot for the other poster, for her other design poster. And this is not fitting with the guitar. No, if we just put that here and then stick the, yeah, look, see? The guitar is sitting nicely in front of it. It's working very well. Except Andrea's hair's not on straight, which happens all the time. Okay, good. Right, hair's on straight. Now we can proceed. Okay, over here. Right, over here, recording studio. I mentioned that, right? So she needs all the recording equipment. And this panel is empty at the moment. And we're going to need to put a sticker on it because I want it to tie in with these other vines going up the side of the house. And I mentioned before in the previous video that I actually had a second sheet of stickers. I bought them from Bricklink for this exact purpose, and that means that I've got extra stickers. So it's gonna go on straight, which would be nice. Very nice. So this one goes here, and then we've got some, what are we gonna do? Just empty wall here? I don't know. I don't know what to do with the wall. Let's just fill this one in because you can't really see that from the inside anyway. But this one, there's a panel. There's a big brick that, yeah, this one came from the original Andrea's room. Once again, see the picture at the top? That's one of her earlier variations of her other designs. So they're definitely hers. So this is her swatch wall, her design board for all the costumes that she makes. Okay, recording stuff. So what do we need? We're gonna need a laptop for the actual recording onto and the editing of her tracks. And she obviously going to need a keyboard to do the recording of the said tracks, and a microphone to do small recording of those tracks, all here sitting at the table, and a big screen which may look like it says karaoke, but it's not, so just ignore that bit. But a big screen so she can really see everything while she's editing. It's always nice to have a couple of monitors. That one's going to go up on the wall, but we do need a table. We need a big table. So let's put this one up on some window pieces as legs, but let's like bling these up a bit with some yellow windows. It's just gonna make it look just a little bit more funky. Yeah, bring those yellow windows. Okay, on the top, what are we putting up here? So we're putting a microphone over here, so we only need a single jump stud. Smooth over with the laptop here for the keyboard, and then we backfill the other spaces with smooth bits because we don't need any holders for them. Let's see if this all fits. So keyboard here, don't want that flat on the actual tabletop, so we'll build it up with another one of these rounded plates, which I love so much. So versatile. And the microphone on the back here. And she's got 2 different microphones in this build. She's the microphone queen. You can never have enough microphones. Room there for the laptop. And now just for the big monitor, this is going to go on the wall. So we need a clip to clip it onto the wall with, but to do that we also need to build the wall up to the right height. So let's put this in first and then find out how high we need to make the wall to attach the monitor at the right height. So let's see, that is going to be, broken the laptop already, that's going to need to be a bit higher. So we're going to build it, over here's a good spot for another one of my favorite pieces, to hang her headphones from. I can't believe I almost forgot her headphones is a perfect place for them too. So she can use them from, they're such easy access. She can grab them from her recording booth, or she can grab them to use them at her recording station. Oh, wow. I love it when everything's neat and tidy. Right, so our big screen is up here. I'm just going to take this other wall out because I'm having trouble getting in here. It's getting a bit pokey. And now I just need to see, we need 3 plates to make the height of 1 brick. We're now at the same height as the pink level, and we're doing well. Let's hang the headphones up again just so that everything's where it needs to be initially. That looks amazing. Okay, now's a good time, I think, to reinstall the wall I removed. Wish it was this easy to like install real walls. If only real life were like Lego. Okay, we actually need to put the roof line back on, and this is how it was initially. I've just had a few things have fallen off it, like the little star on the, oh, now it's fallen apart even further. How did that go? No, I've forgotten how it goes. Does it fit there? I don't know. I might have to look at the instructions. That goes there, and then we need to build this up to the peak, the pointy peaky bit. Don't forget the arch. And I need an inward facing stud here because I want to put some more stuff up here. There's real estate up here that we have not used, but let's put back in the actual roof line. And I'm going to finish the tippy top with a pointy tippy top just to make it more finished. They didn't do that initially in the build. That would have been 2 more bricks, but I just like it. It just makes it more finished. This doesn't fit because I need to put this in first and then put that on and then everything fits. Oh, and don't forget the chimney, right? Real estate up here, like I mentioned before. We're so not leaving that alone. They're like shelves. Shelves to be filled, people, so let's do it. We're going to put some speakers up here because I reckon she'd be listening to most of the stuff through her headphones. We really do need to listen to recorded stuff out through speakers too, so we're going to have a couple of really pretty speakers up here. We're going to equidistant them above the recording table and there's space in between for some of her cherished trophies. There's no way she wasn't going to have trophies, and we have room for them, so let's build some trophies. We put a star on top of this gold cylinder, but we could really make this pop with a shiny ring in the middle. And another one, this speech and drama circle from the dots, from the collectible dots packs, I think series 1. She's definitely got speech and drama trophies, so we'll build her a speech and drama trophy and put both of these up here on the shelf. I did warn you that this was going to get cluttered. We're not finished yet. There's still space to fill, and I'm not wasting any of it. Over here is a good place to put some of her most favourite concert tickets. This one came out of Emma's room, I think, and it's got a JD on it. Like, is it a JD movie ticket? I never really thought about that before. That's cool. And a trumpet. Now, no, it's a trumpet. No, it's random, but in this picture in her bedroom, there's actually a big tenor horn or a tuba or a euphonium or something up on the shelf, and this trumpet's like a miniature version of that. So we are emulating a picture from her bedroom in the series, putting a brass instrument up here on the shelf. Oh, actually, let's backfill this area first and just put some smooth blue bits on either side of our trumpet. Oh, and I missed that bit for the chimney. Good. Okay. I don't know whether I want it to stick up or lie down. It probably needs to lie down like it was doing, so we can't see it over the top of the actual roof line. Okay, this little stud here is getting another record because you can't have it, oops, just dropped it, and you can't have enough records in a room like Andrea's. I think that we know. How do I forget a chair? Right, more animal print. Perfect. Also came out of an Andrea set at some stage, but I can't remember which one. I like this chair design because it's kind of a beanbaggy, slouchy chair, and if it's too low to the desk, I can build it up later, but at the moment I want to keep it reasonably low to the ground, and I want it to spin too. We need another spinny thing in here, so it's easy to get Andrea in and out of the chair, and also easy to move the chair if we want to get Andrea in and out of the recording studio. So spinny chair for sitting at the table, and a spinny recording studio behind it. Everything spins. Yay. Okay, I got one more thing I want to do. I want to change this piece to a double-sided outward-facing studs piece, and pretty sure those words made sense. And now we got studs on the inside to hang Andrea's sign on it. No real estate is left unused. I think we have cluttered this room as much as we can. However, Liz does say in the series that Andrea's room, she doesn't even intimate it, she says that Andrea's room is really, really messy. Oh, and I forgot to mention that I've actually smoothed over the top of, I mean, these are just little things, smoothed over those exposed studs on the top of the roof line. So that's a bit different from the initial build. This is cool. It's so cluttered. But that's all right. In fact, we're missing a magazine from the original build. We'll chuck that in. Put it on her bed, I think. It's going to end up on the floor. You and I both know it's going to end up on the floor. Let's install this up here on our 3rd story of Andrea's house. I love saying that. It's so tall now. And let's see. Okay, that is mega clashy. All of the prints and the colors, and there is so much going on in there. It actually makes my brain hurt. But this is not a room for me. This is a room for Andrea, the teenager. And it's right for her. Now, over here, we're going to put a much more restrained room, maybe, for Andrea's parents. So Donna and Martin will soon have a room of their own. They will have a room soon. And it won't take long. That's really terrible. It's definitely time for me to go. Okay, planning, making plans. You gotta check back in and see how they all work out very, very soon for the room that's not gonna take too long. See you then. Bye.